Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Charles here again. Uh, Already a little over 2 weeks now since I started this channel. Couldn't be happier. I am obviously getting a little bit more confident. When I made that introduction video, it was nerve-wracking because I knew that many people would watch that. And just in case I mess up, I slip up a word or I say something incorrectly, you know, the mind-mouth connection. But anyways, today I want to talk about one of my favorite, hobbies. Uh, I feel like I do know a little bit in this sport. Obviously, there are many experts, countless number of experts out there. So what I say may not be entirely true, or some of you guys may not agree with it, but it's based off of my philosophy and what I've personally experienced. So I'm gonna get right into it. But before we do, please go ahead, like, and subscribe to my channel. Please click on the notification bell so that you guys are always updated. And I promise to deliver more and more entertaining content. All right, guys? Okay, so with that said, I wanna talk about the fitness, okay? Obviously, fitness, everyone needs some level of fitness. If you guys don't work out at all, and if you guys just eat, sleep, drink, you guys are couch potatoes, you watch TVs all day, that's not good for your health, okay? So everybody needs to engage in some kind of exercise, okay? And by exercise, I mean you need to work up to a sweat, all right? And what that in turn does is, my philosophy is, when you sweat, all the toxins and the poisons are released from your body, and it needs to keep, being expelled, so that, because you always drink water and you need to get rid of water, okay? It's just a constant cycle of, intaking water and expelling water too. So, and if you don't exercise, all the toxins and everything that goes into your body, they're trapped. And what that does is, it's not good for your skin, it's not good for your organs, they cannot perform to their fullest. So that's why everyone needs to engage in fitness. And what I want to talk about first is, for those of you starting out who do weight training, make sure to train your legs, okay? It's called bodybuilding, all right? It's not called upper bodybuilding, you know? There's a saying in Korean, 하체가 튼튼해야지 오래오래 튼튼하게 삽니다. 병 없이, okay? The legs are the foundation of your body, okay? Just think about it like this, guys. If you imagine a tree stump, it gets thicker and thicker as it goes to the base, where the roots are, the foundations, and they're really strong and they're long, okay? And, you have to apply the same principles when it comes to bodybuilding and, fitness, okay? If you have really strong legs, actually, and your upper body's, skinny, that's fine. That's fine, That actually looks okay, somewhat. But think about it. If you're like chest and your arms, your neck are just humongous, but if we zoom down on your toothpick legs, you look very fragile. You look like you're gonna break, and it just looks completely disproportionate, all right? So for those of you who are starting out in the bodybuilding and fitness world, make sure to train your legs, okay? There are many components to your legs. Your gluteus maximus, aka your butt muscles. There are also your hip flexors. There are your quadriceps. You have your hamstrings, and you obviously have your, calves. Okay? Make sure to train those. That's the first word of advice that I want to give. All right, guys. The second thing I want to talk about is water. Okay? Drink a lot of water. Okay? You have to drink a lot of water so that you completely flush out, again, like I said earlier in this video, your toxins, you're excreting your waste so that nothing bad culminates and accumulates, and then you get sick, you get like a disease or whatever, skin problems. But the thing I want to emphasize is drink room temperature water. Never ever drink freezing ice cold water. Okay, a lot of people do that. And what that does is for people who are trying to burn off fat, it actually does the exact opposite. It helps you retain fat. Okay, just think about it like this. If there's an iceberg, there are many, many icebergs, and because of global warming, what's happening? They're melting and they're falling off the bigger iceberg, the mother iceberg. And that apply that principle when you're drinking water, okay? If you drink freezing cold water and then it goes into your body and it's in your body, then instead of burning off that fat, it makes hold on to it. It acts like a glue almost in a sense, okay? It retains the fat, okay? But you want to be able to, I'm not saying drink burning hot water, but drink room temperature water so that it soothes, it, ameliorates, hey, another SAT GRE word, it ameliorates the process of getting rid of fat, okay? Trust me, it'll help. It's not like noticeably like, wow, that's like, like rocket science, but, drink warm, not warm, excuse me, drink room temperature water. Always at all times. If you want to throw in a little BCAAs, amino acids, or like vitamin and caffeine boost kickers, those are fine too, all right? So make sure to get your water, room temperature water in. What's up, guys? So the third pointer I want to talk about is training. For those of you who are just starting off in the fitness world, who are looking to pack on some size or get lean, whatever your fitness goals may be, you can leave them in the comments below. I'll try to follow up and keep you guys attuned to what, your specifications are. But looking on the broader end of the spectrum, the overall picture, train each body part once a week. Starting off once a week, okay? And the reason why I say that is when you train your body part, when you're just starting off, you're gonna notice that it's gonna hurt a lot and for a while. And there are a lot of theories out there, but I think every fitness guru can agree overtraining is the absolute worst. And for me personally, if I really train a body part hard in the gym, it's sore for at least a good 4 days. 4 days. And I want to give my body a complete and full recovery and enough rest time with good, quality food so that, your muscle fibers repair and they get stronger and they get bigger. So if you're starting off, I recommend training once a week for each body part, okay? And for those of you starting off too, just train one body part a day, okay? And that may, there's like so many body parts. So if you feel that you're training your body part just like once every week and a half, that's okay. That's okay. You're gonna see growth. You're gonna see growth. Obviously, the more advanced and the farther you progress, then you could train it a little bit more frequently. I try to train once, maximum twice a week, okay, for me. But my goals right now is personally to lose fat, I'm holding on to some fat, I feel like I have enough muscular adaptation. So for me, I'm just trying to lose fat. So I'm trying to incorporate more cardiovascular exercise, like Tabata training, HIIT training, kettlebell swinging, all of those good stuff, jump ropes, all of that. So train your body part once a week if you're starting off. So guys, the fourth thing I want to talk about, is it the fourth thing? I think so. Anyways, is if you go to the gym or the health center, make sure to exhibit proper gym etiquette. Okay, and by that, what I mean is after you've used the treadmill and the elliptical stair climber, whatever, and you sweated your balls off, and your freaking sweaty palms grabbed onto the heart rate monitoring handles, those grasps, make sure to wipe that shit off, okay? all gyms have paper towels, so take a bunch, rip it, spray some freaking, what are those things called, sanitation wipes, and just wipe it off, okay? Other people who watch you do that, they'll think to themselves like, wow, that guy has really good gym etiquette, or that, she has very good gym etiquette. And it may not mean much, but one more person may just think that much better of you deep down inside, okay? After you've bench pressed like a freaking 600-700 pounds, I don't care the weight, after you're done using the machine, please re-rack the weights back to in its original spot. That way, the next person can apply the amount of weight necessary for him or her to train properly, okay? I see so many people with terrible gym etiquette, and you just think like, man, that dude, he's a jackass. She's a jackass. Those who come into the gym solely for the pump to show off. You know what? Like, I pity you guys. No. Wherever you go, people are watching you. Your mama and papa did not raise you guys to be disrespectful, to not observe proper gym etiquette. So make sure to observe proper gym etiquette, okay? Make sure to observe it. And this, the last thing I want to talk about is, listen to music when you train. I feel music really helps me. Music helps people do a lot of stuff. It doesn't help me study. For some, it actually helps music. Music helps people study. But for me, I find that music really gives me a good pump in the gym, okay? It's like, don't F with me, like, I don't want to be bothered. It keeps me in the zone, the mindset. If I feel like, I can't, like, push another rep, listening to, Alan Walker Faded, that'll help me push out that rep, okay? And those extra last 2 or 3 hardest reps are what actually makes your muscles grow, okay? They make your muscles grow. So, music. Listen to it. All right, guys. Actually, I forgot to mention one thing. This is really what I wanted to talk about too. But, some people have asked me, Charles, how come that guy he looks much bigger than me? Like, he and I have been training for... he and I are practically the same age. How come he looks much bigger than me? I train pretty hard too. Well, there are many, many factors. There's genetics, but... the one thing I really want to emphasize is consistency, okay? For someone who started weight training once they're 18, since they were 18 and they're 30 now, and for someone who's 30 now and who started maybe a month ago, your muscles are going to look way more different. And if you're consistent, let's say you started weight training at age 18 and you're 25, you lifted for 7 years, and you lift for another like 5 more years and you're 32 then, your muscles are going to look different than they were. Your muscles are going to look way different at age 32 as they were when they were 25, okay? It's something called like muscle density and muscle maturation. Muscle maturity, okay? So please be consistent. Then you're going to start seeing striations develop in your muscles where you haven't seen them before. You have like a 3-4 dimensional look, blocky look. You have that all-rounded, well, like built, chiseled, sculpted look, okay? So be consistent, patient, dedicated to the sport of bodybuilding and fitness, and your results will get there. I'm on my 3rd week of transformation. Like I said, I want to try to relate to a lot of, Korean Americans, everyone, all of you guys out there, that you can, in fact, achieve the body you want, even though your diet can't be complete shit, but if it's somewhat okay, I still, I've been drinking for the past few weeks, okay? I've been eating a lot of like, 국물, 찌개s, and like all that, like 안주거리, 오징어, that's just who I am. I can't give it up. I'm not going to be a gifted like IFBB pro. That's not what I'm going for. But I am trying to get to a point in my body where it's like, wow, Charles, you're right. You can actually achieve a body even while consuming, foods that may not be the best, and even, incorporating drinking, okay? And that I'll share in another video, okay? Like my journey throughout the way. I'll post pictures, you know, I'll try to leave some narratives. And if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. I promise I will get to each and every one of you, or at least try my best to get to each and every one of you, all right? So I hope you guys like this video. Peace.